Hello and welcome to the December update from the Tau team. And it's the developer team update. So I'll pass it over to Karim for his overview this month. Cheers.
Thank you, Fola, and welcome everyone to the Tau development team update for the month of December. Let's start with Andrei. In December, Andrei continued making some significant progress on preparing the TauNet for integration with the upcoming Tau engine release. He also continued his work on enhancing Tau's user-friendliness through the use of large language models. And a key achievement this month was the deployment of a GPT bot to our Telegram channel to assist with Tau queries. He also integrated our Telegram channel with our official Discord channel to further streamline communications. Umar continued his work on the parser as usual, where he debugged a performance issue that was discovered by David. And he managed to fix and improve the performance based on recommendations from Ohad to have a better storage mechanism for all the early items that is using standard vector. He also removed the duplication of those early items and by using pointer references instead of just copying some of those objects. He's also made some improvements to the parse tree extraction as well. Tomáš is working both on the Tau parser and the Tau language on this month. He took Umar's improvements and benchmarked them and proved that they indeed were a major improvement in performance. After he was satisfied with that, he merged Umar's changes into the main branch of the Tau language, actually the parser. And he resolved conflicts naturally within that process. He also refactored the parse tree retrieval methods. And he's also added some clever grammar checks that will help the grammar designer uncover ambiguities in grammar right away up front. He started working on the Tau language, and in order to do that, he had to familiarize himself with the Tau code base itself. He's implemented some pretty printers, which are very useful for the debugging process. And he updated the Tau language test version to the latest early parser that takes advantage of Umar's latest improvements. And last but not least, Umar has also been working on two fronts. The first, or the new task that he's been working on, is the two-variable fragment logic that Professors Ohad and Paris have been working on. And we're calling it C2. So he created the basic project for C2, including all the CMake files, the Tau language Git module, and the test files. And he's also made some changes to the Tau language Git module so it can be used and referenced directly into the C2 project. Again, working with Ohad and Paris, he was able to create an early parser grammar for the two fragment logic C2. He also added some samples for rewriting rules and basic traversal API for C2. On the Tau language, he can, based on feedback from Ohad, he made several improvements to the grammar and started making some basic modifications to make it closer to the make the Tau notations closer to generally accepted mathematical notations. He also split the grammar into two parts. The first part is the recursive relations, which are part of the core Tau language itself. And the second part are the rewriting rules, which are only used by the rewriting system. He wrote down the initial definition of the Tau algebra, which in my mind is a big step because it allows us to reason about Tau programs, which are Tau algebra elements, which was a very delicate operation. He improved the performance execution of rewrite rules themselves. And as a major next milestone, he started working on satisfiability and execution for Tau programs, which will be crucial for the launch of the Tau testnet, as we talked earlier. He added some rewriting rules for the Tau satisfiability, and he finally made some overall improvements to the build process and project organizations, as we said earlier. He also worked on the documentation for the Tau language to reflect the latest updates that were suggested by Ohad and some future updates as well. That's it, everyone, for the monthly updates for the month of December. I'll kick it back to you, Fola. Thanks.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Karim. And I'll pass it over first and foremostly to David for his update for the month.
Thank you, Fola. Hi, everyone. As Karim said, this month I've been working on different fronts, the two-variable fragment logic and the Tau language. Regarding the two-variable fragment logic, I have created the basic project infrastructure, organize image files, prepare Tau lang as a kit module, adding several test files, and so on. I have been also working with Ohad and Paris to create a basic early parser grammar for the two-variable fragment logic, which will be improved in the future, but just to start speaking out things. And also I have added some sample rewriting rules and basic traversal API for the two-variable fragment. Regarding the Tau language, I have improved the documentation to reflect the current state of the project. I have made several improvements in the grammar following Ohad advice. In particular, I have split the current grammar so it differentiates between recursive relations, which are part of the Tau language, and rewriting rules, which are used for the rewriting system. Also, I have changed the grammar to follow a notation closer to mathematics. I have defined the Tau algebra and a test for it. This is a key point, as it will allow us to reason about programs, Tau algebra elements, and so on. It's a recursive type, and it was delicate to properly define the types. I have made some overall improvements in the building process and in the project organization, and I have improved the performance in some rules applied at the beginning of the normalization phase. Also, I have fixed an issue that I discovered during the traversal of the apply method, of the apply rules, and now I'm working in checking satisfiability and execution of Tau programs. In particular, regarding this point, I have 8 rewriting rules for the Tau satisfiability and execution of Tau programs. I have made few changes to properly deal with timed input-output values or variables, and I have 8 with few changes and improvements the power set iterator that I implemented for TML, which will be needed in the sequel. And that's all for my month. Thank you very much, and bye.
All right, David, thank you so much. I'll pass it over to Tomáš for his update this month. Cheers.
This month, I worked on the parser. I've refactored traverse methods by declaring them with default template types, so this reduced some part of the code. I was reviewing and benchmarking optimization fixes done by Umar. Then I worked on merging and resolving conflicts of all these changes into the master branch. I've added a check for neighboring nullable literals, which can help to address ambiguities in grammar. And regarding tests, I've added the option to measure test execution time. Then I worked also on the Tau language. I was studying its code base and how it is implemented. And I've created pretty printers for some Tau structures. And I've updated the used parser version to the latest, and I merged the Tau language changes waiting for the latest parser version. So all the changes which we're waiting for this are merged into the main branch. So that's all from me this month. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tomáš. I will pass it over to Andrei for his update this month. Cheers.
Hello to our wonderful community. As the year draws to a close, I'm here to reflect on my journey with Tau and significant strides I've made. It's been a year marked by dedication, innovation, and progress. A key highlight has been advancing the Tau testnet. This year, I've reached a pivotal stage where the nodes are operational, eagerly waiting for integration with Tau and its groundbreaking features. Yet, there remain considerable work in embedding Tau code into the blockchain and, of course, enabling user wallets with those features. This integration is crucial to unlocking Tau full potential, and I'm on the verge of this thrilling phase. Another significant milestone this year, of course, has been my progress with Tau Live. I've paused its development over the summer, opting to wait for the mainnet and Tau release. And I'm pleased to share that, of course, Tau Live is almost complete, pending only few minor tweaks. As soon as our blockchain is integrated with Tau, Tau Live will be set to provide an immersive and unique user experience. My exploration into large language models has been a journey of challenges and triumphs. This endeavor aims to assist those without technical expertise in using Tau, translating natural language into a format that Tau can process seamlessly. This bridges the gap between complex technology and everyday users. Innovation continues with our GPT bot on the Telegram development channel. It serves to monitor OpenAI progress in natural language processing, and of course as a practical tool for answering some simple and basic Tau questions. This showcases the potential of LLMs in enhancing user interactions. Additionally, of course, I've implemented a gateway linking our Telegram announcement and community channels with our official Discord channel, facilitating smoother communication across our platforms. Looking into 2024, my focus is, of course, on launching the testnet in Q1. This milestone is essential in our roadmap, and we're dedicated in achieving it. With 2024 on the horizon, we anticipate a year filled with even greater achievements. I'm confident that it will be a landmark year realizing many of our long-term goals. I extend my deepest gratitude for your unwavering support, enthusiasm, and valuable feedback this year. Your involvement is instrumental in our success. As we celebrate the holiday season, I wish you all the happiness, peace, and prosperity. Until we meet again in 2024, stay safe and enjoy the festive spirit.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Andrei. I'll pass it over to Umar for his update this month.
Hi team. So basically this month the focus was on analyzing and figuring out what are the new changes that we need to make in the parser in order to improve the performance and to debug some of the test cases that were reported by the peer devs. So that analysis led to for many improvements in the parser code. One of them was that we made the faster search of the early items. That led to faster building of forests. Further, we also ensured that while we are increasing the speed to search these early items, we are, at the same time do not want to duplicate the storage of these items. So, so instead of storing the exact copies as it was done before, we actually replace it with storing the pointers to these early items. And then we separated out incremental forest generation, which will be deprecated from the garbage collection. So now that can be invoked separately with GC flag. And these changes were shared with the devs, and all of their unit tests were run to ensure that nothing is being regressed. And then this change was finally merged into the master branch. And now the good thing is that everyone is requested and is using accordingly the latest branch of parser everywhere from the master branch. So now we have one single copy and a code baseline from where we are going to further improve the parser, and all of the devs have upgraded their usage of parser to the latest from the master branch. Then there were some discussions on how we extract trees, extract graphs, better representation of those forests and trees, how we iterate over those trees. So there were several discussions that we were involved in. Great, thank you.
All right, and last but not least, let's pass it over to Ohad to give us an update for the month. Cheers.
Yeah, so I was mainly working on coding the to-variable fragment with counting, using the parser, possibly using the rewrite system that David wrote. And yeah, like always, from general theoretic algorithm to good code, it's not so easy, but yeah, we are doing it.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much, team. And thank you so much for joining in and tuning in with your earlier Q&A questions on the Q&A call, and all the help and support that you've given us on Telegram and our socials. And that wraps it up for the year. So we'll see you in 2024, and we'll see you on TG, and we'll see you on Twitter. Cheers.